Dear subscribers, how would you describe a dystopia? I'll tell you. Dystopia was coined by John Stuart Mill in 1868 for its simple definition of bad place. Story writers adopted this term to oppose the idea of a utopia, which is good place, showcasing the shattered flaws. Every year, countless pieces of work are made of dystopias. I mean, you probably know a couple of them as well. Clockwork Orange, or more recently, Mickey 17, depending on when you're watching this video. However, examples of a dystopia don't actually tell you what it is, so I'll tell you what it is. Using the Google definition, it defines itself as an imagined state or society in which there is a great suffering or injustice, typically one that is
totalitarian or post-apocalyptic.
Either the higher-ups or the people themselves drove the society into a dystopian state. And in my opinion, technology will not lead us to a dystopian world for these three reasons: communication, limitations, willpower. Since the earliest years of our existence, we have communicated. That either means banging sticks and stones or enormous protests. We communicate. Say you're paid $14.50 an hour at your local Hungry Jack's. God, that place sucks ass. After you shift, you decide to make some small talk with your imaginary co-worker, Susie. During a conversation, pay wages are brought up. You say your pay, which brings up her rate, and it's $23.50. You both work as burger flippers, should earn the same pay, but it's not, leading to your co-workers demanding your equal pay. We communicate. If us as a society collectively agree to oppose an idea becoming reality, it struggles. Speaking up against bad things is why we are still here on our 2 feet, which relates to the point I want to bring up. If you believe in your heart there is something currently or in the future that will create something that you do not want to happen, speak up. You have that power, especially on the internet. Everybody has a voice. Let's be honest here. Nobody is doubting the sheer force that this current technology will have in the future. AI chatbots, deep fakes, image and video AI creation. That's insane. We need checks on this stuff. What we need to do are these steps. Create a system to block bots or any alt accounts that may have been banned beforehand. This will make sure we get legitimate users. We will also make it so your account has to be a certain amount of days before you can even use it. Background checks, uploading personal documents for verification, invitation only, paywalls, maybe something to know who is actually using it. But now there's a lot of roadblocks in the way for people who just use it casually. And what if it slips through? Then what's the point of all these checks anyway? Well, then it's a social media's problem. I mean, have you seen the amount of AI that's on Facebook? My God. TikTok has somewhat of a measure between separating factual news and artificially created content with the AI generated content label. Some Reddit communities will have the main community and then the AI community. We can at least have it separated. Monitor the traction of non-human created media through human checks, tagging a post and uploading work to AI specific communities. That is how we can cut down and limit the amount of AI that is on social media or the news even. At the end of the day, you're the one who controls your life. If you fall into a pit of endless ads, mass consumption, becoming chronically online, you must be the one to end that cycle. It can't be somebody else. Maybe this video will be the solution, or the next video, or a post on social media, or a friend who encourages you to break that cycle. Do it now. Now, I know I talked a lot about AI in this video, but it's also about making sure you don't let it control you. Don't let AI/technology control you. You need to break it. In the USA alone, 90% of the population spends majority of the time, that's a vast majority of the time, indoors. And Australia isn't too far behind. Once free from your desk, you're still at the mercy of AI misinformation or misinformation in general. So now you must be the one to research. You must research everything you see to make sure you are getting the correct information that you are looking for. Concluding thoughts are that the future will hold power unseen in humanity's history. Everything can break under this pressure unless we stand still against the current like we've been doing for thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. Accept that this is the new world. There is no going back at this point. Embrace it and prevail. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe!